Kelly and Mike almost sounds like a good tag team wrestling group. Yeah.
We're a morning DJ talk show.
Welcome, everybody. This is the Reverend Andy Campbell, the Deadhead Rev, welcoming you to Park Grove Community Church. And this is the Groove at the Grove, our Sunday afternoon gathering where everyone is welcome just as you are. We want you to come here today and feel like you belong, that you're a part of what we do here, because indeed you are. Whether you're here with us in person today or watching us online or watching us sometime later in the week, know that you are loved, that you matter, that you make a difference in the lives of others. So welcome to what it is we do here today on this beautiful, beautiful spring morning, spring-like morning, where the clocks have jumped ahead and we're ready to jump into a groove of beautiful music and maybe a word of wisdom or two shared along the way. So let's now begin with just a little opening prayer, and then the Oliver brothers, Kelly and Mike, are here to bring us their musical talents. Let us invoke the presence of our Creator this morning. O Holy One, be with us now. Bless this gathering and bless all of those who have joined us. Wrap your arms around each one of us and let us know that we are loved. God, bring the people together today in compassion and in a sense of love and purpose. God, help us to be forgiving of those who have wronged us. But God, help us find a place where we can recover from the wrongs done against us, the wrongs that have been done by institutions, by people that we trusted, by institutions that we believed in. Come here to heal. Come here to share your story. Come here to be yourself. It is in our Creator's name that we pray. Amen. And now, music by the Oliver Brothers.
Before the wind, also young than the sun, and the bonny boy was one, so he sailed into the misty. How I hear the sailors cry, smell the sea, feel the sky. Let your soul and spirit fly into the misty. When that farm road, I will be coming home. When that foghorn blows, I wanna feel. And hold out the feeling that I wanna rock your gypsy soul. Yeah, just like back in the days of old. And mysteriously we would flow into the misty. When that foghorn blows, I will be coming home. When that foghorn blows, I wanna hear you. Yeah, don't have to fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul. Yeah, just like way back in the days of old. Mysteriously we would blow into the misty haze.
Thank you, Mike and Kelly. Beautiful song. Just a beautiful song. Great way to get things started here today. I want to credit the book Friedman's Fables for the story I'm about to tell you. About a man who one day woke up and realized that he understood what his goals were now. He understood what his purpose was. He knew exactly what he was being called to do in life, and he took that first step and went towards what it was he was supposed to do. And he has to cross this bridge to get where he's going to. He's across the bridge about halfway, and he sees another person coming the opposite way. Not sure who this person is. You know, he doesn't want to be impolite, but he sees this person, and this person's carrying a large rope with them, and they have this rope tied around their waist. And as soon as this stranger gets to this gentleman, he says, "Here, hold on to this." And he hands him the piece of the rope, and immediately the stranger jumps over off the bridge. The man, in a panic, grabs a hold of the rope. He doesn't want this person to suffer. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he grabs his hold, and the man hits the rope, becomes taut, and it's everything he can do to brace himself against the side of the bridge to keep this man from falling into this gorge and dying. And he looked down at the man and said, "What are you doing? Come on, come back up here. Help, help." He tried to pull him up, but the man just looked at him and said, "If you let go of that rope, I'm going to die. Don't let go of that rope." He said, "Try to help. Pull yourself up. Grab a hold of the rope and I'll pull from the other end." The man couldn't tie it to anything. There wasn't anything he could do, and he was growing weary of holding on. But the man hanging at the other end of the rope just kept telling him, "Hold on. If you let go, I'm going to die. It's all up to you. If you let go, I'm going to die." Well, the man was growing weary, and he kept begging for this man down at the bottom of the rope, "Can you at least give a try? Try to pull yourself up." And the man just refused and just kept saying, "Hold on to the rope, or I'm going to die. It's all up to you." And the man finally had another moment of epiphany, and he looked at the man down at the bottom and he said, "Are you refusing to do anything for yourself to help yourself out of this situation? You're depending only on me to fix this?" And the man just yelled at him again and said, "Don't let go of the rope. If you let go, I'm going to die." And the man let go of the rope.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Catfish are jumping, and cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. Now, hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you will rise up singing. Spread your wings take to the sky. Till that morning, honey, stop all your crying. 'Cause your mama and papa were standing by. Summertime, looking easy. Catfish are jumping, money's mine. Mother's rich, and your mama's good. Honey, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up to sing. Spread your wings, take to the sky. Till that morning, don't stop all your crying. 'Cause you're happy, you're standing there. Now, hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry. Now, hush, little baby, honey, don't you cry.
Thank you again. I got to wonder if somebody asks one of the relatives which one's a better musician, who they say, which one of you would be the better one. No, I don't want to start any fights here. Sibling rivalries are too biblical to begin with. So I want to get to the portion of the service where I like to call throwing stones, as it brings a bit of a prophetic voice and holds up a mirror. And I've always been admirable of Karl Barth, who said the preacher should stand with the Bible in one hand and a newspaper in the other as they begin to speak. And I want to speak today about a word that you might have heard in the news this week that has some biblical implications. Did you hear the word Armageddon in the news this week? Armageddon. There's a lot that comes to mind. There's a lot of meaning and implications if you say Armageddon to people. And it's an interesting thing what happened. In case you don't know, for those who aren't aware why the word came into prominence in the news this week, is because evidently, as part of the United States, along with Israel's strikes against Iran, our generals are telling the troops that Donald Trump was anointed by Jesus to fight this war in the Middle East to bring about Armageddon, the end of times. That is absolute bullshit. Absolutely 100%. You see, the whole thing, this Armageddon thing, is this thing that gets people excited. First of all, this concept of an end of times is not necessarily biblical. It only appears in the church world over the past 200 years. This idea of a rapture happening, that the end of times, that certain people will be taken up and others left behind, is not something that existed when Jesus was alive. This was not part of Jesus' plan. It is not part of God's plan. It is not up to us to bring about the end of the world. And I tell you, there actually is a place. There's a place in Israel. Kind of boring when you get there. It's an archaeological dig. And it was a very important place, and the name of the city was Megiddo. If you've ever seen the old movie, The Omen, they find some artifacts about the Antichrist in Megiddo. It is an archaeological dig. It was a city that was on the major traveling routes between Syria and Egypt. It was located in a place that was very strategic in order to control the trade routes. And the prophecies were, well, this is the most important place to control trade in all of the known world. So when there is a battle to control the trade of the world, it's going to take place at Megiddo. And that's how Armageddon, the term, came about. It is a fantasy to think that we are going to be able to use weapons that kill people in order to bring about something that is holy. It's an abomination. And it is certainly a part of the scourge of this country and the threat to the church that is Christian nationalism. And it's nothing new in this country. Absolutely nothing new. But it is something that rears its head and grows stronger in waves time and time again, and we are in the midst of a very strong wave of Christian nationalism. We need to avoid letting the church be in charge or dictate policy, but more important, faith leaders in every movement can't allow the military to co-opt their message to justify violence against other people. Jesus was the Prince of Peace, not the Prince of Retribution, not the Prince of Regime Change, not the Prince of Preemptive Strikes. Jesus was the Prince of Peace. So I thought about a song this week, and I've been playing it in my head over and over again, been playing it on all of my streaming devices, and it just goes to show to the genius that was Bob Dylan. You know, he's writing in the 60s and putting together music, and there's a song that he does that just is so appropriate right now called With God on Our Side. It's haunting. He talks about being a nameless, ageless person who was only taught to love the country, and the reason he loved the country is because he learned that we had God on our side. He learned the history of the country about how the cavalry chased off the Indians and then killed the Indians, but the country was young with God on its side. And then the Spanish-American and Civil War come on, and all of the dead, you don't really worry about them because you had God on your side. And he goes on to World War I. And I have to admit, when he says, I really don't understand the reason that war was fought, I have to agree with him. It never quite made sense in the history books why that war was fought, because the other war came right along after it. And he talks about how immediately after we had God on our side, the Germans were forgiven and they had God on their side, despite the 6 million that had been killed in the ovens. And he talks about now we have weapons of chemical dust. And if we get cornered, use them, we must. But he ends it with the idea that if truly God was on our side, if we truly had God on our side, God would stop the next war. And those are the prophetic words that Dylan spoke and he sang about. and they're so true. We have a tendency to be people of violence. It's so often we see people get angry, in traffic, at a fast food restaurant, in the drive-through, every place. There seems to be this quickness to anger in us, and it's just more and more these days. And in particular, we have this anger that sometimes we can share with people that we've known for decades even. And sometimes it's even family. Family. I know I'm not the only one here who finds myself in a strange relationship with people that I share blood with family members, that we just have gone our separate ways. The story in the Bible that I think of is the brothers Jacob and Esau. It's a fascinating story. They're twin brothers. They couldn't look any different. One, the hairy man, the one was smooth. They had as good a sibling rivalry as you'll ever see in scriptures. And of course, most siblings in the Old Testament do seem to fight with one another. And Jacob deceives Esau, steals his birthright, steals his father's blessing from him, deceives him with the help of his mother, even though dad kind of favored Esau. He admired the hunter. He admired this kind of manly man who went out and, sought wild game, where the brother was more of the farmer. And Esau had reason to be angry with Jacob, knowing everything he's done. And Jacob had reasons to fear Esau. And there came the day after all of this had gone, and Esau had his people and Jacob had his, that the two of them met. And Jacob, fearing the worst, thought it was going to be a battle, but Esau did not attack. And in fact, he offered to him the idea that, I'm still your brother, I love you. We got the same mom and dad. Biblically, we're supposed to love one another, but I don't ever have to be near you again. I'm going to draw this line in the sand. I'm never going to stop loving you. I'm never going to stop being your brother, but our paths will never cross again. And they both went on their way, and their descendants thrived in number. You see, sometimes you don't have to hold on to someone and their problems. You can let it go. You can agree that maybe the time has passed in your life where the relationship that you used to have has any value left in it. Sometimes we're just too stubborn, and we're just going to dig in because we don't want to think that something fails, that anything we ever did was going to be wrong. And so out of stubbornness, we suffer. We go through things we shouldn't. We put up with the abuse. And when finally we do let go of that situation and escape from it, boy, the peace comes with it. What you feel in Jacob and Esau was a sense of peace. Yeah, there's mourning. There's sadness. It's not the happy ending that we would want to write, but it's the ending we can live with, can't we? We can live with that. It's okay. And you remember the good times. You remember the good parts, the things that did bond you, but you don't have to suffer out of nostalgia. I say it's biblical that you can distance yourself from your family, if Jacob and Esau are any indication. And back to the fable that I told about the bridge. Not everyone else's problems are yours to solve. And sometimes there will be those people who will make you feel guilty for the situations they have put themselves in, and try to force you into behaviors that would stop you from being who you are. And so sometimes you've got to let go of those things. I think maybe in some circles we may know it as tough love, but holding on to the rope, maybe that's codependency in someone's issues. If you are truly to be fully a person that God created you to be, then you need to enhance your talents, your gifts. Find what your purpose is and don't allow others to hold you down. And be bold and be brave in being that person. It's okay to say, well, we don't talk to each other anymore, but I'm okay with that. And I will pray for them and pray for their well-being every day. You see, separating yourself from somebody and distancing yourself from somebody isn't done out of hate. It isn't done out of vengeance. It isn't done in a way to want to hurt that other people. It's done out of self-care. It's done out of finding a way for you to sleep at night and to wake up in the morning and to feel what it is that God is calling you to do that day, and letting go of the expectations of others around you. The Jacob and Esau story is complicated. Families are complicated. The scriptures and all of the sacred and holy writings are very complicated. I got to tell you, anytime I ever hear somebody who claims to be a follower of Jesus and says something to me like, the Bible is very clear that, fill in the blank, I know they haven't wrestled with it. You know, you go back to Jacob and Esau's dad and the whole idea of Israel and the father of many nations. And, you know, the word Israel means to wrestle with God. It's okay. You know, Jesus, as I said earlier, was the Prince of Peace. But peace is a goal. And we need to find inner peace. We need to be agents of peace in our nation. And damn it, we need to speak for peace in the world and quit letting people kill in our name and in the name of whatever deity you believe in. Because as the poet said, if God was truly on our side, God would stop the next war. I thank you for the time you've allowed me to speak to you today. We're going to do something a little bit different than what we've been doing for the past few weeks here at the Groove of the Grove. And the Oliver brothers are going to go ahead and gift us not only with a final song of what we're doing now, but also we're going to go ahead and move into the Sunday set list. So Mike and Kelly Oliver, the Oliver brothers, will perform. I will give us a brief benediction, and then they will play. Remember that every once in a while you will get shown the light in the strangest of places if you look at it right. Let us all go in peace today. God loves you, and I love you too.
Well, thank you, everybody at Park Grove, Reverend Andy, for bringing us up here. And we just wanted to fill today with songs that, you know, our Creator would be proud of. The weather, spring's coming up, summer. So hopefully we're playing something that'll make everybody happy. This is an original tune. Thunderstorms at nighttime really don't remind me. Rolling streams of water just keep me hanging on. Heaven overtakes me, crying like her gentle whisper. heaven overtakes me now that she is gone. 'Cause every night I sit and wonder what went wrong. All the while I realize we didn't get along. Every time I'm feeling lonely, something wakes my smile. That evening breeze put me at ease. Just another mile. 'Cause she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yeah, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Weekends met rainy days really don't excite me. Weekends met summer sun just keep me shining on. Love overtakes me and like a soft brown eye. If I had her once again, I'd make her mine, oh mine. 'Cause those wolf-filled nights of yesteryear are still alive. Even though she's miles away, I know to her I'll drive. 'Cause every time that road gets lonely, something draws me near. Just a few more miles to go, and soon she will be. 'Cause she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yes, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yes, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yes, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Cause every night I sit and wonder what went wrong. All the while I realize we couldn't get along. Every time the road gets lonely, something wakes my smile. That evening breeze puts me at ease for just another mile. 'Cause she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yes, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yes, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Yes, she dances just like a Seminole breeze. Hey, thank you. We're gonna move on to a little more traditional stuff. Wait a little while, hangman. Wait a little while and see. Think I see my father sailing across the sea. Well, Father, did you bring any silver? Father, did you bring any gold? What did you bring me, dear Father? Save me from the gallows pole. I didn't bring no silver, didn't bring no gold. I just come to watch you swinging from the gallows pole. Now wait a little while, hangman. Wait a little while and see. Think I see my mother, she's sailing across the sea. Well, now, mother, did you bring me any silver? Did you bring any gold? Did you bring me anything, dear mother, to save me from the gallows pole? Couldn't find any silver. I couldn't find no gold. Come to see you swing, son, from the gallows pole. Yeah, just swinging from the gallows pole. Just swinging, yeah, just swinging from the gallows pole. It's like your noose, hangman. Slack it for a while. Think I see my own true love traveling a many mile. Lover, did you bring any gold? Did you bring any gold? Did you bring me anything? Save me from the gallows pole. And she says, yes, I brought some silver. Found a little gold. Brought a little of everything. Save you from the gallows pole. I brought it. I brought it. Save you from the gallows pole. I brought it. Yes, I brought it. Save you from the gallows pole. I know you're right, gonna miss me when I'm gone. But I know you're right, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby, from rolling in your arms. I laid down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. I laid down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. My mind was wandering like a wild beast in the west. Well, I know you're right, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. But I know you right, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your breath rolling in your arms. Well, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Yeah, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. March wind's gonna blow all my troubles away. Wish I was a headlight on that northbound train. I wish I was a headlight on that northbound train. I'd shine my light through that cool Colorado rain. Well, I know you're right, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, I know you're right, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your breath rolling in your arms. Yeah, a couple of traditionals there for y'all. So, yes. Yes, yes. Feel free to eat as we continue on with our music here. Yes. Don't want to keep people, don't want to get in the way of the food. So there. And occasionally we have to tune. Yeah, let's do that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Blackbird sing in the dead of the night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird sing in the dead of the night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbirds sing in the dead of the night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
That was an old Beatles song with our sticky fingers and all there. So
Oh, God.
well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I had the chance to. Well, I had a lover. It's so hard to risk another these days. These days. Now if I seem to be afraid to sing about the life I made in song, well, it's just that I've been losing for so long. Well, I'll keep on moving on. Things are bound to be improving these days. One of these days. These days I sit on cornerstones, count the time, and quarter tones to 10. My friend, don't confront me with my failures. I had not forgotten them. One of these days. So Jackson Brown there for you. This is a fun one we like to do. So Neil Young did the Harvest album many, many moons ago. About 20 years, he came out with the second version of that, Harvest Moon.
After the flood.
So this is from his second take on the whole harvest theme. So.
Come a little bit closer, hear what I have to say. Like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. There's a full moon rising, let's go out and feel the night. We know where the music's playing, let's go out and feel the night. Because I'm still in love with you, I wanna see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest night. When we were strangers, I watched you from afar. When we were lovers, I loved you with all my heart. And the moon is shining high. I want to be raised and see the light shine in your eyes. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon. Because I'm still in love with you, I want to see you dance again. Because I'm still in love with you on this harvest moon.
And that's a Neil Young song.
We should have got all these tuned up at the same time.
I know. Should put them all together. Did this one last week and like it so much, I think I got to do it again. So here's an old Willie song. If you had not have fallen, I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. I patched up your broken wings, hung around for a while, trying to bring your spirits up, and your feet were down. Knew someday you'd fly away. Love's the greatest healer to be found. So leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Fly on, past the speed of sound. Rather see you up than to see you down. So leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Leave me if you need to. I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Hey, always like that song.
Thank you, Willie.
Gotta get our bifocals on here. We haven't done this one before, but me and my brother can give a little bit of background behind it.
Fell in love with this guy recently. Willie Watson. If you could see the difference I hate it when I come to this part. The very first words I can't remember. You could spend a lifetime in the moment of the early mornings fading. Could you tell the difference if you're cursed or haunted? Would you get what you wanted to tell me? Did the melody appear? Is it living under fear? Or are you far gone? No, I wouldn't be the first to recognize the song is dying, stuck inside my head. Play it one more time. You know how the story ends from the books upon your shelf. Oh, the words are so persuading. If you could read between the lines, pull up the blinds to see that the pages are all fading. And so sincere, and everyone could hear how you stood for God. I wouldn't be the first to recognize the song is dying, stuck inside my head. Play it one more time.
Willie Watson tune.
It's a pretty little tune. We'll have it better for you next time.
Now we'll do one that we're a little more familiar with. I get our capos right. Just for today.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles return into their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I see the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. It's alright. All right. There you go.
See, my brother's got something in his back pocket he wants to sing here.
No, me. What's it? How about that? Dude, I'm not okay, it's the second one down. That's right. Worth all the neons burning bright, pretty lights, red and blue. But they shut down all the honky tonks tonight. Say a prayer or two, if they only knew. Used to say the highway is your home. We both know that ain't true. It's just the only place a man can go, and he don't know where he's traveling to. Colorado is always green and healing. Tennessee in spring is clean and cool. Never really was your kind of place, so you walked around with the Fort Worth blues. Somewhere up beyond the Great Divide, where the sky is wide, as clouds are few, a man can see his way clear to the sky. So hold on tight. That's all you got to do. They say Texas weather is always changing, and one thing change will bring is something new. Houston really ain't that bad a town, so you went around with the Fort Worth blues. Full moon over Galway Bay tonight. Pretty lights, green and blue. But they shot down all the honky tonks tonight. Say a prayer or two, if they only knew. But Amsterdam was always good for goofy. London never fails to bring me blue. Paris really ain't that bad a town, so I hung around with the Fort Worth blues. Steve Earle. Actually, it wasn't Steve Earle, it was Townes Van Zandt wrote it. Steve Earle just did a damn good job of it.
We're going to do one more here real quick here and end on a high note, I think, here. Kind of leave everybody with some good vibes, some good feelings. So. I was feeling
oh so sad. Asked my family doctor just what I had. I said, doctor, Mr. MD, doctor, can you tell me, doctor, what's ailing me, doctor? He said, yeah. All I really need is good loving. Got to have loving. Everybody's got to have loving. Good loving, baby, good loving. Honey, please squeeze me tight. Don't you want your baby to feel alright? I said, baby, it's for sure. I got the fever, and you got the cure. Everybody say yeah. Honey, all I really need is good loving. Got to have loving, good loving, baby, good loving, baby. Good love, got to have loving. Everybody's got to have loving. You good loving, baby. I was feeling oh so bad. Asked my family doctor just what I had. I said, doctor, Miss MD, doctor, can you tell me just ailing me? I said, yeah. All I really need is good love. Everybody's got to have loving. Everybody's loving. Everybody's got to have loving. Loving, baby. Everybody's got to have loving. Daddy's got to have loving. Give me loving, baby. Love, baby. Yeah. Good love. Good loving. Hey, thank you all. We're the Oliver Brothers. Thanks again, Park Grove, Andy, Peter, the whole group. One more. Oh, really? Oh, just an idea.
Called Gospel Plow. It's on the new. It's Bob Dylan song. I think it's even traditional, but Robert Plant did it on his new album. Yeah. So. Mary, Mark, and Luke, and John. All of them prophets are dead and gone. Keep your hands on that plow. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Keep your hands on that plow. Never been to heaven, but I've been told. Streets are better than the line of gold. Keep your hands on that plow. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Keep your hands on that plow. Oh, Lord. Everything was dripping me. Keep your hands on that plow. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. I said I wore 3 links of chain. Every link was just to me. Keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. Oh Lord, oh Lord, keep your hands on that plow. Hold on. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.